The sun was setting over the bustling city of Greenfield, bathing everything in brilliant hues of orange and gold. Inside a modest downtown bookstore, Amelia Dawson sat behind the wooden counter, engrossed in a book. Her piercing green eyes occasionally looked up, watching the few customers browsing the shelves. A soft chime at the door announced another entrant, causing her to glance up casually. It was Eric, an old friend from high school who had developed a reputation as a prankster. He waved with a grin, sauntering over. "Hey, Amelia!" Still hiding in a sea of books, "Hey," he quipped. Amelia smiled, accustomed to his playful ways. "Eric, still the same jokester I see. Fooling around is an art for you, isn't it?" Eric chuckled. "Not an art, more of a lifestyle. Anyway, just dropping by to see what's new." Amelia nodded, knowing his visits were often punctuated with goofy antics. True to his nature, Eric pretended to trip over a stack of books, causing a minor commotion. Despite a few scattered complaints, Amelia just shook her head, knowing better than to pay mind to his light-hearted disruption. As Eric left, a more unexpected visitor arrived. Professor Harold Spencer, Amelia's former philosophy professor, entered the store. His eyes were thoughtfully set behind his round spectacles, and he carried himself with an air of sophistication. "Good evening, Amelia," he greeted curtly. "Professor Spencer." "What a surprise," she replied. The professor proceeded to discuss an advanced philosophical argument with Amelia, his words weaving an intricate web of ideas. They talked about values, ethics, and the consequences of decisions, a topic Amelia absorbed eagerly, though always feeling slightly intimidated by his towering intellect. "You are perceptive, Amelia," he complimented, after a lengthy discussion. "Perhaps you would help me with a small project?" It seemed like a simple request from a wise mind she respected deeply, and she agreed. However, as weeks passed, Amelia found herself unwittingly entangled in the project. The project crossed ethical lines by manipulating others' thoughts under the guise of academic pursuit. Spencer had used her, cloaking his intentions behind eloquent words and daunting intellect. Feeling deceived, Amelia searched for advice. Approaching her grandfather, she expressed her frustration. "Grandfather, I feel betrayed by someone I thought was truly wise," she lamented. Her grandfather looked thoughtfully at her before speaking, ignoring "Fools is nice, Amelia. They mean no harm in their chaos. But don't forgive the mistakes of wise people easily, because they were committed against you on purpose." Those words struck a chord within Amelia, revealing the moral she had overlooked. She realized that while Eric's harmless antics could be dismissed, the professor's complex manipulation was a breach of trust that needed addressing. Confronting Professor Spencer, Amelia stood firm. "Your intellect shouldn't justify deception," she declared. "I shall not be a part of this anymore." His protests and arguments met a resolute silence. Amelia walked away, her heart steady and her mind clear. In severing ties with those who wear wisdom as a veil for wrong, she empowered herself. Weeks later, Eric was again in the bookstore, laughing at another harmless prank he had played for the day. Amelia joined in his laughter, feeling light-hearted and at peace. Thus, in distinguishing between the folly of fools and the schemes of the wise, Amelia found liberation. This personal journey revealed the true weight of responsibility, integrity, and the courage to confront it. The city of Greenfield continued to bustle as the lessons unfolded, enriching Amelia's world with the clarity only self-knowledge and wisdom can bring.